Hi folks, Shane here, and today's video is about why did I sell the 1200 GSA and get a new Africa Twin Adventure Sports. Well, there's a few answers to it, but the main reason is due to the weight and my confidence on the machine while stationary and at low speed. The BMW, fantastic machine, love the brand, love the bike, it just wasn't suited for me anymore. I'm just under 6 foot and you know, tall enough to get both feet firmly planted on the ground. However, due to the nature and design of the saddle on the BMW, being wide at the front, which is great for comfort when you're riding along, but no good when you're pulling up at a junction and there's a bit of an adverse camber. One leg's a little bit lower than the other, shall we say, and that didn't bode well for me. You know, it felt like I was a little bit precarious and a little bit unnerving. Well, I loved the machine and it broke my heart to chop her in, but the Africa Twin, I have to say, has delighted me in so many ways. You know, it's a much easier bike to handle at low speed and when you're stationary, because the design of the seat on this thing is quite narrow at the front. I still find it very comfortable. I mean, people moan about the seats on them, but I just liken it to a memory foam saddle. What else does the Honda have over the GSA? Well, this thing, the TFT on it, as you know, or some of you may know, it's got two displays. It's got your basic one down the bottom and your bigger one at the top. Now with the GSA, well, it's got that fantastic all singing all dancing beautiful TFT. It doesn't do this. So now I'm into my sat nav at a flick of a button. I can access my phone, I can access my music, all through that button there. Yes, you can get your music through your Navi 6 and the Navi 5s on the BMWs, but it's just something else you've got to carry around with you. With this, it's bolted onto the bike and it's there. The DCT box, fantastic. I was a bit of a poo-pooer until I actually tried it. My son said, give it a go, and I thought, no, not for me. I like to have a clutch and be in full control of the bike. Well, to be honest with you folks, I think I'm in more control with the DCT. You've got none of that faffing about, slipping clutches at low speed, or pulling away from junctions. You know, you just open the throttle and go, and in slow manoeuvres, just cover the back brake, put a bit of tension in it, and you're away, no problems at all. I like to focus on enjoying the ride, and it might sound lazy to some, but with a DCT, all you got to worry about is riding it, i.e. going to wherever you want. You know, it's one of those things. You can put it in several different modes. I mean, I normally ride this in Sports 2. There's Sports 1, 2 and 3. There's a manual mode which you can do the gears on the flappy paddles down here, and there's a mode called Drive. Now Drive is alright, but you're up in top gear at 40 mile an hour. Great for fuel economy, but yeah, it's a little bit chuggy for my liking. So Sports 2, the semi-active shower suspension, fine, it works brilliantly well. You know, and people go on that the BM's got a fantastic suspension system. Well, it has, but other folks say, well, what about the fork dive? Well, fork dive only really comes into it when you really slam on the front brake, and even then it's not like years ago when we was riding our DT175s and all the rest of it. Suspension's come on a long way since then, and yeah, as I say, I just love this machine. as I say, still love BMW, still love the brand, and if my legs were strong enough, I would certainly have another GSA at some point. But I have been won over by Honda. The service I received from Norton Way Honda up in Letchworth has been second to none. Very similar to the guys over at Barnstormer BMW over near Alton. Excellent. And the Maidenhead branch, both fantastic dealerships, really do know how to look after their customers. But that's been equalled, as I say, by Norton Way, and I've got no complaints whatsoever. I've done a few trips on it. The longest one was up to Adventure Bike Rider Festival up at Ragley Hall. That was about 3.5 hours, 4 hours in the saddle for me, and no problems at all. You know, you have your usual breaks every 1.5 hours or whatever, and if your bum does get a bit numb, what you do, you just stand up and you tickety-boo. You give your butt cheeks a little rest. But I found that on the BMW as well, after about 1.5 hours, time to just get on the pegs, give your arse a little bit of a chance, and then away you go again. Handling wise, superb. Even though it's got a big old 21-inch front wheel, it tracks really well. No problem with confidence on cornering on this machine. I had the Triumph Tiger before, and I just didn't like the way that tracked, I'll be honest with you. I had no confidence in the front wheel, even though that was a fantastic engine, that triple. The front wheel wasn't so good for me. So all in all, I'm really delighted with this bike. And if somebody said, Shane, would you recommend one, I'd say go and have a good test ride on one, but I'm pretty sure you'd be delighted. You know, BMW's been at the top of the pile for a lot of years, and I look forward to seeing what the new 1300 looks like when it comes out. But yeah, as I say, it'll take me a hell of a lot to tempt me away from this machine going forward. The only other thing I might consider, or I did consider, was the Ducati Multistrada V4S. It was only about £2 more than this, but Honda's known for its reliability, and Ducati, I believe, are coming on leaps and bounds with their reliability now. But still, there's that little bit of doubt in my mind. Do I need to have the bloke in the van or a bloke in the car and a trailer following me? But there you go. Stay there, Mr. Mercedes, I'm coming round, thank you very much. There you go. So I was hoping for a nice sunny day for my little ride today, as it's my day off. But there you go. Which brings me on to another topic, which is my motorcycle riding gear. We've all done it, we've all had the cheaper stuff, shall we say. For years I used RST, excellent product for its cost, but last year my beautiful wife treated me to a KLIM outfit, and I've got the Badlands Pro with the Gore-Tex Pro setup, and I kid you not, thoroughly delighted with it. You can be in a monsoon and you won't get wet. Yes, it's a lot of money, but it should last me a long time. I did have a problem with one of the zips on my trousers, but KLIM sorted it out, replaced it for a brand new set, so I thought that was nice. Nice of them. And yeah, so customer service again, fantastic. My boots, I wear the Gore-Tex TCX Bajas or Bajas or whatever you want to call them, and again, superbly comfortable and extremely waterproof, being Gore-Tex. You can't knock it really. Yes, you're going to pay a little bit more, but in my book it's well worth the money. It really is. You know, there's nothing worse than getting soggy and whatnot. You know, even with the other Gore-Tex kit, You know, it's once that outer shell is soaked, because it's not waterproof, even on a day like today, still summer, 15 degrees, you turn into a bit of a fridge, and that's no good. With this being the Pro, you know, there's no water ingress at all. You stay nice and dry, and when you get off the bike to wherever you're going, you just give your kit a shake, and she's virtually dry. So yeah, spend once, as the old saying goes. You know, this should last me, I don't know, another 8 or 9 years before I have to chop it in. So yeah, you know, when you're looking at 500 or 600 quid for an ordinary set of textiles, you're going to be changing them, what, every 3 years, every 4 years possibly. So it's about the same money overall, if that makes sense, but your initial outlay is a little bit more, but you're going to be dry, and that's what it's all about. The helmet I use is a Arai Tour X4, and in my book, it's only my opinion again, it's one of the most comfortable helmets I've ever had. We've got a Sherwin Airtech flip front at home, which again is a great helmet, nice and comfy but heavy. This thing, light as a feather, and fits well, great vision, you know. Again, lots of money, but at the end of the day, it's your head, you want protection, and you get what you pay for. So yeah, I should be sticking with Honda, certainly for the foreseeable future. I'm interested to see what BMW put out of the hat regarding their 1300. Whether that comes out back end of this year or next year, I don't know. I haven't studied the motoring press for a while, but I do look forward to seeing it. There was talk, is it a 1350 as well? Maybe that's for the GSA and the 1300 for the GS. I don't know, but I'm sure whatever it'll be will be fantastic, and I wish BMW all the best with it, and I hope my friends over at Barnstormer make lots of sales. So what else is I'm going to talk about today? Oh, that's right, cameras for the bike. Well, as you can see, I've got my Insta360 One X2 there. Absolutely delighted with that, absolutely delighted with it. Typical me though, I'll buy it and a few months later they bring out the X3 version, but I'm more than chuffed with this. The GoPro 9, yep, absolutely brilliant. I've had a few problems with it locking up and all the rest of it, and doing some strange things, powering on when it shouldn't and all the rest of it, but they've just released the GoPro 11, and I think it's DJI Action 3, which does look like a fantastic camera for about 200 quid cheaper. Now I think the GoPro 11's around about 549, something like that, unless you go for the subscription, which brings it down to 399. I think the DJI Action 3 is 329 for just the camera, or 399 for the adventure pack, which comes with 2 extra batteries, so that's 3 in all, a battery case which turns into a charger as well, a selfie stick, and lots of other bits and bobs. And I was watching a video by a chap called Dave, Wheelie Good TV, I think it's called, his channel. I'll put the link up in the description, and if I can find it I'll put it up in the screen now as well. He's an Irish fella in Southern Ireland, and he's a TV cameraman, and I have to say it's a fantastic channel to watch, and he's the one who actually has turned me on to the DJI Action over GoPro. because like myself, he's had GoPros over the years and they've given him grief. You know, I think everything was about right until the GoPro 7, and after that, although image quality and stabilisation has come on leaps and bounds, I'm afraid the freezing issues and the locking up issues and all the rest of it has left me wondering whether it's a good product to have anymore. But as I say, I watched this lad's video on the DJI Action 3 in combination with the DJI mics, and to be honest with you, I think he's got a fantastic setup there. So I think the mics are something like 250 quid. So for 250 plus the 399, so for 550 quid, you've got yourself a fantastic setup. And when you consider that the GoPro 11 isn't far off that just for the camera, it makes more sense to go for the DJI product and their products. I mean, I've got their drone and all the rest of it, and I have to say it's been brilliant, no problems at all. So yeah, I shall get round to making a couple of purchases. I mean, external mics, when I'm doing vlogging, I use the Rode Wireless Go, again very good, but I think the DJI mics has got a few more features like adjusting gain and all the rest of it, which you can do on the Rode, but only at 3 levels. With the DJI you've got so much you can do pre and post, and it also records a backup track on the microphone as well, which if you lose audio, as you know, with a GoPro, which quite often happens, you're buggered. You've just got nothing. But at least with DJI you've got a backup track you can lay on the edit as well. So yeah, so I should be making the purchases soon. I should still keep the Rode microphone. I should still keep the GoPro 9 because I do like the camera. It's just its reliability is the problem. You know, for those who do a bit of vlogging, you know what it's like. If you've got a GoPro, yeah, you're constantly checking to see if you've got audio as soon as you've done a take, or if you haven't, like you've been on a bike for a few hours or whatever, and you've got all those what you think is fantastic running commentaries, and there's nothing there. It does, shall we say, piss you off a little bit, and then you end up doing a voiceover in the edit which isn't as good as doing it live, shall we say. Anyway folks, it was just a quick video to let you know why I chopped the BMW in, and about my kit and about future cameras. So as always, stay safe, thanks for watching, and if you haven't considered subscribing, please do. It's great to see more members on the old team, or more followers, and I love reading your comments and getting back to you. Once again, cheers for watching and see you soon. Cheers now.